Hello, I'm Matteo, the Chief Mobile Opinionist at Tech Travel Geeks. This is the Tech Travel Geeks review of the Huawei P Smart 2019, an affordable device from Huawei which sits at the other end of their product portfolio from the P series devices and the Mate series devices. The Huawei P Smart 2019 has a plastic body, and it's pretty unapologetic about that. It's well formed, has some rounded corners, and sits nicely in the hand. It's also less slippy than other glass-clad devices. The colour Huawei provided us with is the midnight black one. It is a bit of a fingerprint magnet, but you can also get some skins or cases for it if that really annoys you. Our friend at Extreme Skins, for example, do skins for the Huawei P Smart 2019. We've purchased one and will be applying it to our review device soon. The display on the Huawei P Smart 2019 is a 6.21 IPS LCD. That's a full high definition plus one with a resolution of 1080 pixels by 2340 pixels. The geeks among you will have noticed that it's a 19.5:9 aspect ratio one. That's with 415 pixels per inch. That display has a teardrop notch at the front, which allows Huawei to save some space, reduce bezels, and more importantly house the selfie camera. That's an 8 megapixel f/2 aperture selfie camera. On the back, speaking of cameras, there's a 13 megapixel f/1.8 camera that's paired up with a 2 megapixel depth sensor. For the price range, you're getting quite a good camera. Not the best, but for the price, a very good one, which also brings some great features from the higher end Huawei devices we've seen over the last few months, including some AI features. Speaking of AI and software, the Huawei P Smart 2019 is run by EMUI 9, that's Huawei's version of Android, which is based on Android 9 Pie. Powering all this clever software, there's a Kirin 710 chipset, which is an octa-core one, with a decent graphics chip to go with it. The Huawei P Smart 2019 also has 3GB of RAM. For most users, that's going to be more than enough. But those of you who prefer to do some heavy gaming on their devices may notice that this might not be enough if you want to, say, be playing Pokemon Go and switch to your messaging app before switching back. EMUI and the slightly more limited RAM may cause your heavier apps to be closed when you're switching. Battery life on the Huawei P Smart 2019 has been excellent. It's a 3400 mAh battery on the inside of the device. You can't swap it out, and it charges at a decent rate. Sadly, there's no Huawei supercharger. The Huawei P Smart 2019 is a dual SIM one, with Wi-Fi connectivity, Bluetooth 4.2, low energy that is, and a Courage port and a Nostalgia port. A Courage port being the 3.5mm audio jack, great thing in my opinion, and a microUSB port, which is, though a bit older, still a good way of connecting your phone. A welcome addition to the Huawei P Smart 2019 is NFC. That means you'll be able to use the Huawei P Smart 2019 to make mobile payments using Google Pay. On the back of the device, there's also a rear-mounted fingerprint sensor. In my experience, this is the fastest in class for the price point of the Huawei P Smart 2019. It's fast and responsive, and also works with a slightly damp finger. The 13 megapixel rear camera paired with a 2 megapixel depth sensor is a decent camera, especially in its price category. Huawei have also brought their clever AI scene recognition software to the Huawei P Smart 2019. It recognises 22 categories of scenes and can adjust parameters of the camera accordingly. Most pictures have decent contrast ratio and nice dynamic range, though a camera can struggle a little in conditions such as very bright skies. In the fun section of the camera, there's also an AR lens mode. Where the Huawei P Smart camera suffers is in low light. Images are noisy and it struggles to get a decent picture if lighting conditions are not ideal. But in a device of that price range, that's not necessarily unexpected. The Huawei P Smart 2019 can record video at up to full high definition resolution, that's 1080p. When reviewing a mid-ranger device like the Huawei P Smart 2019, it's always difficult to understand where to position it, especially with so much competition in this space. Overall, the Huawei P Smart 2019 is a great device. It's so good, you'll almost forget that you made the difficult decision to get one. I've been using mine as a almost primary device for almost 3 months now. Apart from the camera, there's nothing really that reminds you that this is a budget or low-end mid-ranger device. The overall experience is excellent. The device is light, the screen is gorgeous, the battery life is solid and was never really an issue for me. And overall, it's a good smartphone. The Tech Travel Geeks can thoroughly recommend the Huawei P Smart 2019, as long as you're aware that this is not a super camera phone, but you do get some great features that are unavailable from other competitors in this price range. At the moment, you can purchase the Huawei P Smart 2019 from the Carphone Warehouse and other retailers in the UK. We hope you've enjoyed this Tech Travel Geeks review of the Huawei P Smart 2019. Lukash has done a great job at editing this video and even shoehorning some drone footage into it.
Well, thanks Matteo. If you insist, here's some footage from one of my recent trips. Enjoy!
If you'd like to know more, and maybe see Matteo put an extreme skin on the Huawei P Smart 2019, please subscribe to the Tech Travel Geeks on YouTube. You can also check out our website, techtravelgeeks.com. For now, thanks for watching, and goodbye from us.